Yo guys, for today I'll go through a deck profile in December 2025 before the new format. So yeah, this is a really interesting list. I told you in the last video that I played against Branded that I'm going to release the deck profile that is HANDTRAP. So yeah, this is really interesting deck. I recommend you to see it, and without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So this is the list I'm playing online currently, and honestly it's performing really well. So we got 3 language, that is standard. We got 3 of our Tatsunoko Shigo, 3 of our Dark Blade. So because this is HANDTRAP version, I'm gonna explain it later, but yeah, I'm gonna explain when I put the HANDTRAPs. I'm going to tell you why are we playing 3 Dark Blade as well as a 3 Goblin, or sorry, 2 Goblin. So this is our starter list. Next, we got our one-offs, aka bricks, you can say. So one of Mace, one of Sleepy. I think this is not the time to play through Sleepy. When like you are in the Ryziel, it is also a good normal summon, for example, because when it's destroyed, it sends a memento card. But it is on Ryziel format. It isn't like heavy destroy card format. So I think this is like just good on one. You have Akihiron, you have Gaddick, and you have the Command Creation. The Home Dragon is in the side, of course. That is our bricks. Like, these are mandatory. We don't have to say anything about them. For our engine spells, we have 3 of our Bone Party, 3 of our Fusion. Of course, I'm gonna separate them just for you to see better. We got 3 Grand Breakout, of course. We got the one of Prosperity. This can be also put in the starter list because like it digs through 6 cards. We can obviously just dig through 6. We have a lot of space. And you have a Memento Clan. Of course, our field spell. We need it for the combo, sadly. It is a brick sometimes, but yeah. So these are our engine. I think we have 27 engine and 15 hand traps. So that is 42 card list, and I think it is really perfect. So we have 3 Ash, 3 Bell. The reason why Bell is good, like for Memento, it is good against Yami. If you like get rid of their 1 Snatchy and they try to return, and you Ghost Bell. So you can either Ghost Bell the Surprise, or you can Ghost Bell the Synchro that is returning stuff. So it can be really good. If you also pair it with another hand trap, it is really good. And also against Mitsurugi, I don't have to say it, like prayers against prayers, it's literally insane. We have 3 Fuvalos, because this is like board breaker deck. I mean, this deck has a lot of board breaker potential with just its engine. It has a lot of pushes, so yeah, and Fuvalos to draw other hand traps. That is our 3 offs hand traps. We have 2 Droll for our 2 offs. Drolls are really good to make your opponent do the half board, and you can like stop hybrids with Mitsurugi and Yami, because you draw them on a starter combo, they can't bridge into another if they didn't draw it. For example, Mitsurugi, Yami, K9, especially if they don't make the Ripper, if they play around Droll, but most of them will just search before they make a Ripper. You have 2 Nibs. This is just good in combination of any hand trap, because Bell and Nib are good, Ash and Nib are good, Droll and Nib especially, because your opponent goes greedy when they're on the Droll, like to make board that is good, and also play into Nib. And for our last 2 off, we have our Infinite Impermanence. This can be honestly anything, but since we are playing hand trap, it's not a bad top. Like this and this aren't bad top decks. Also, Fuvalos against Yami, for example, isn't a bad top deck. And yeah, that will be it for our main deck. I think it is really good. If you have any other ideas, what we can put instead of those 2 imperms, like you can comment it. But we have also a really interesting side deck that is designed for going first. I'll show you. So yeah, we can go into our actual deck. Let me now explain why are we playing 3 Dark Blades. So the idea behind it for me is that we are playing the hand trap list, and we can like dodge it or guarantee that our Dark Blade or any starter resolves, because Dark Blade isn't really standard at 3. It is basically a 2 off, or sometimes even 1 off. If we get stopped on our Dark Blade, for example, we have Hand Trap to stop our opponent, and it has ignition effect to continue your combo next turn. I showcased that in my last video where I played against Madrid. I recommend you to watch it because I played really well, honestly. Because I just I was going first and pass turn because I thought I couldn't resolve my engine because our opponent, I just had one push and I thought our opponent would stop us. So that's the reason why I'm playing a lot of these starters. And yeah, we can now go into extra deck is like standard and unique in some ways. So we have 3 Question King. I like this card because you summon one in the combo, banish the other for the field spell, and the third remains if your opponent cold buys to use in the grind game. Remember when your opponent cold buys this, you can't use that turn and the other turn, but for the grind game it is good. And also when your opponent stops destroys with this, with for example Raigeki, you can summon another with your Anguish Bone Party sleepy stuff. So yeah, that is the reason why I'm playing 3 and not 2. We have 1 Twin Dragon. You don't really need this at 2, if I'm being honest. We have the Garnet Chimera, Yugioh for our fusion targets, and we also have Asmina Illa Sylvia for the package. So basically, I have a lot of Sky Strikers and Branded on my locals, so the Omni Negates are really good, and they usually don't play hand traps, except like Fovalos, for example, or cards I draw, like Perulia or Meows maybe. So that's the reason why I'm playing this Omni Negate. It is kind of greedy line, but if your opponent doesn't play a hand trap deck, it is safe to go for this. You can also operate Gekis, Lightning Storms, a Forbidden Droplet if they don't send a monster. So yeah, I think it's honestly really good. And also I have a combo on my channel. I'll put the thumbnail on screen right now. You can watch it. We have the Artemis. We have the SP. Artemis is here just for you to link up Anguish into it and go into SP to get a banish. If you can't put up other link monsters. You have the Herald, of course. It is also good when you are playing against the board breaker deck. We have the IP. Lina is honestly really good against Yummy. You can steal their monster and yeah, just stick with it, honestly. And you can steal Herald, if I'm not mistaken, it's a light. So yeah, it is really good in a grind game. And you can turn, if you don't have a light monster, you can turn the Anguish into the Artemis and then into Lina, the Light Charmer. So yeah, you can also play Dark instead of this that I'm going to show you. So we have the Underworld. It is good for getting rid of towers, like for an example. Or if your opponent has monster and you have a main phase 2, a lot of bodies, you can just go into this. So it also negates the effect this person's monster from the graveyard. So it can be really good in a grind game. We have 1 Proxy F Magician to go into our Asmina Sylvia, of course, or you can also go in any of these, but it is rare. You can also go into Drug's Appeal if you have a lot of bodies. And we have a Typhon. The card is really good. Akihiro setup in the graveyard and Bone Party plus any Memento monster. You can make Typhon, clear your opponent board with another monster you have in the field. When you can't push anymore, set the Bone Party and then destroy the monster that you have in the hand or field. Trigger Akihiro, Special Summon Anguish, search for Sleepy, and then you have Crashing King, Interruption to destroy 2 cards and maybe survive the turn. So yeah, I think this extra deck is really good. You can honestly replace this for the Dark Charmer, or if you are playing the Super Poly, you can cut these for Garura and Mondragon. So yeah, let's go into our side. It's honestly really interchangeable, but you can stick with these. So since we're playing the Hand Trap main deck, I opted for the Board Breaker extra deck. So I'm gonna explain what you can replace and why I'm playing this card. So we have a Dark Roller, 3 of Dark Roller, 3 of Urban Droplet, 2 of our Lightning Storm, and 1 Harpies. I did not buy the 3rd Lightning Storm, so yeah, I'm staying with Harpies for now. But you mainly use it for the back row, so yeah, it's kind of the same. So why I'm playing 3 Dark Roller against Yummy, it's really good. Against the K9 versions, it can be really good if they go for example, Greedy Line. When they make Nash Knight into the, I don't know what it's called, sea monster that negates and monster effect and has your life points. It can be good for pile decks, of course. for BIM Droplet is like better dark ruler if you have a card economy, like if you don't need a lot of cards to play, because you can do it any moment, but dark ruler you have to do it on the start of the combo. This is good against literally every deck: Mitsurugi, Yami, K9, Wang Soul, etc. So, and the Iron Storm is like for back row. And the rest of our side deck is specifically designed for going first. So this is honestly, interestingly, really good for me when I tested it online, and I'm gonna test it at locals, next locals when I go. So we have talent, we have the cross out. Since we're playing a lot of hand traps, we can like afford to play the cross out. We are playing the cold boy right here. You can like add out some hand traps for these cards. I'm gonna explain. So we have the Horn Dragon 1/1 as well as the Solomon Judgment. All of these 6 cards are made for going first. Your main deck is designed for going second, for the like with the hand traps. So when you side in these 6 cards, I don't see you losing if you don't break. Like you can't lose with these cards. For siding in, I'm just gonna show you a quick siding pattern. If you want a specific video with siding patterns, comment down below. But you have these 15 hand traps. I showcase you like you have. I'm just gonna put them here. 3 Ash right here. You have 3 Bell. You have 3 Folos. You have 2 Imperm, sorry. You have 2 Nibs and 2 Jewels. So you can, if your opponent is not vulnerable to some hand traps, you can side out the 3 offs, sorry. This obviously goes out, all 3. If you want to keep one for the cross out, it can be an idea, but it is kind of risky, so I wouldn't recommend it, honestly, because you can draw it instead of the cross out, and it just doesn't make sense. Ash is good for the Mulcharmies, and you can side out 1 Droll, 1 Nib, or 1 Imperm. Depends on what your opponent's deck is good against. So yeah, there's a reason behind those cards. If you like this video, comment down below, and comment down below what would you change in this deck list. So yeah, of course, I forgot to explain what you can put out of these hand traps. So you can put out a droplet from the deck, or if you prefer droplet, you can go Dark Ruler. For the Lancia, if Malice becomes popular again, because it can, honestly. I've seen some Malice, like I have 4 or 5 Malices at my locals, and you can put in the Retaliating Seas because that is good against Draco Tail and the Branded. So yeah, you can just hard counter them, and our deck easily can get rid of Retaliating Sea to not floodgate yourself. So yeah, guys, that would be it for this video. If you have any other suggestions for my future videos, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one.